Welcome to the Gentleman's Podcast. And we back for another one. We got a special guest, my boy Darius. I'm still here with my two ugly ass motherfuckers I'm always here with. And we're going to get it popping today. Darius, if you want to go ahead and tell the people who you is, my homie. Y'all see the background. Y'all know who he is.
What's up, everybody? My name is Darius, aka PowerrPack, on pretty much all platforms. I'm a Twitch streamer and a content creator for like YouTube, TikTok, Lover, IG Reels, all of that. And yeah, I'm just happy to be here.
Wait a minute, Darius. Did this nigga just fall, bro? What the fuck?
Hey, my nigga. I saw that nigga go straight down. I was like, what the fuck?
Nah, you know my shit like a tablet and a laptop. I was flipping it the other way.
that nigga all we see said whoop, whoop.
Hey, nigga, I thought I was tripping.
Back up like ain't shit happening. Shit, what the fuck?
I was like, what the fuck, bro? Man, my fault, Darius, man. God damn, he fucked.
I was like, come on, boy.
Shit.
Special guest?
Sir, just happy to be here, man.
Absolutely. So just so y'all know, man, so I've known Darius for a while. Very active on Twitch. Please go follow all his social media, man. I put his social media and all his tags in the bio. But really what we came here to do today was really to, you know what I'm saying, I guess come across a different conversation that I guess needs to be had in so many ways. Perception is a lot of females don't want to, be in a relationship with guys who typically game. So we decided to bring on somebody who was kind of in the gaming realm, but more in the gaming realm as a career, as opposed to just the conventional, everyday, casual video game player, just kind of taking up time on the show. So I guess first things first, Darius, how did you actually get into streaming, and what made you want to do it?
So shit, I ain't even gonna lie. When I first started, bro, all I wanted to do is just showcase how good I was in Call of Duty. I did that shit for like maybe about 2 months, and I'm streaming to like maybe 1 to 2 people who not really talking. So I'm up there just playing the game, not really paying attention to anything, just playing Call of Duty. And then I guess over time, I just realized, I'm like, damn, don't nobody want to, see me fucking play Call of Duty all the time. They rather like go watch the pros if they want to see some good gameplay. So I just changed shit up. I just started doing a lot of more like reaction videos, just chatting videos. I started adding interesting things to my stream to like catch people's eye, just in case, I'm playing Call of Duty and I can't pay attention to them. So, but they can do like cool stuff in the background. So that's really kind of how I started. I just wanted to play the game and try to make money from it. But then I realized it's way much more than that.
Absolutely. So quick question.
Hey, hold. Before we continue, because y'all fucked up.
He's right. Bring your bottle up, Darius.
Use the intro, man. You were supposed to pop it off with that shit.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm tapping it down.
You the nigga. This nigga, the nigga that fall, they're gonna come back talk about some we fucked up.
Right, like we did some shit wrong.
Y'all put the intro, man. This nigga now he gonna blame us.
Yeah, nigga. All right.
Anyway, this is a personal question. This ain't even like too much towards the podcast. But what games do you stream? You just do Call of Duty?
So shit, I consider myself a variety streamer. So I do a lot of games. You'll see me playing Warzone. You'll see me playing 2K. You might see me playing Madden. You might see me playing scary games. You might see me playing
I'll spank your ass in Madden.
Naruto, Dragon Ball.
I'm trying to sell the Madden. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm trying to sell the Madden, but that 2K though.
Do that to him.
That
hey,
2K.
What you on? You on PC, 5, Xbox? What's up?
So I got a PS5 and a PC, but I mainly game on my PS5.
Bet that. I'm gonna definitely catch your info. We're gonna run a game or something.
Yeah,
Sure.
We'll put the score up, and I had the score as my background when I come back
for part 2.
Hey, all I'm gonna tell you, Mike, is don't underestimate that nigga, boy.
hey, if he spank you 48-0, you still better have that score up.
Nah, I'm trash at Madden. I'm good at 2K though. Very good at 2K.
But nah, bro. So how do you balance like relationships and gaming? Like as far as like, how do you make sure that you equal on both parts and it's not like you giving one more time than the other and the girl, like your girl not upset? How do you get that equal all the time?
Man, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Girls hate that shit. Like, especially as especially me being in the position I'm in as a content creator, I gotta like constantly sit here and make videos, get clips, not even really play the game. I'm up here trying to.
You doing way more editing than anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just editing and doing like I barely even get to play the game with my friends. So you can ask Justice. It be times where, hey, dude, you trying to hop on the game? I'm like, nah, bro, I'm trying to edit some shit. Or even while I'm in the game, hey, Darius, what you doing? Oh, I'm trying to get this shit, trying to post this. Mm-hmm. So, and me being at my desk for a long time, that shit takes a toll on the relationship, and I think that just goes for anybody. Mm-hmm. Like they don't want to see you be here all the time. They think you're not doing nothing and just playing the game. But nah, I'm here trying to make money. But they look at you like you just sitting on here playing the game all day.
Yeah, I think that's I think that's the problem with being open minded to different takes. Because even when I was trying to do the whole streaming thing, I think my biggest part was I'm already a father, so it's hard enough like streaming and being in a relationship. But it's another thing when you added in streaming to a lifestyle that was already implemented, like having kids already. So for me, I think like even trying to explain like the balance between the two, like I can play the game for 2 hours, but my content creation and my clips and everything that I need to do on the back end of it that you don't see probably takes me about another 2 hours. So now I'm having to dedicate my 4 hours all towards gaming content creation. And that's if I can split it up and really have just 2 hours, because a lot of times, like Darius can probably attest to it, content creation takes a long fucking time. Like I hear him sometimes going back, listening to his whole stream, trying to figure out where his funny moments were, trying to figure out where his gameplay was, trying to figure out what he wants to do here, figure out when he talked about certain shit. So I can definitely understand that shit.
More power to y'all fellas, because I ain't no streamer as in the games. It's none. You know, I do make the TikToks. I make the TikToks and I can tell you doing on TikToks, going on them TikToks, them motherfuckers go. When you want to put the edit on that shit and you got to flip and turn and the ideas and all that shit, and you putting all that shit together, that right there takes a toll right by itself.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine doing a stream where you sit there, you got to stream 2 hours, then you got to go back and rewatch your 2 hours, edit your clip, find out blah blah blah, get that one clip where you like, all right, boom, let me post this so I can grab your attention, then you come back and watch the whole stream and all that shit. What more power to y'all? More power to you.
That's just crazy.
So what would be your largest, like your biggest challenge? Like I guess like dealing with people and streaming. Like how do you really explain what you do, and how do you, like for somebody new coming into your life, how do you explain like this is what I do and this is how I like kind of separate my time to keep my life balanced?
So if somebody new that was coming in my life, I'll tell them like, okay, yes, I'm a gamer, but I'm trying to grow a brand. I'm trying to run a business. So basically, I'm really trying to do this to make us have a better life. So I guess I'm gonna need you to try to understand that, if I'm sitting here for long hours, it's not because I'm trying to neglect responsibility. I'm like, well, shit, this is my responsibility. I seen the fruits of my labor doing this, and it's like, and it definitely pushes me to keep going. So if I have somebody that comes in and want to nag me about it, like, oh, you always doing this, you always doing that, but don't even want to even attempt to see what I'm doing, like, I mean, I guess I would expect my partner to like share stuff, come in every once in a while and just support me. But there's some people who just won't do that. Like they really don't give a fuck about it. Yeah. But when that money start coming in,
then they gonna change their fucking heart.
That's when I'm gonna start fucking with you. Oh shit, the new 2K coming out. Oh shit, let me come in here and watch you play.
But you know what? The crazy thing is, bro, I always I think the last person I seen say some shit on social media was the girl Ari, Moneybag Yo Girl. Yeah, I think that's his girl, right?
I think they broke up, but go ahead.
Yeah, so she made a tweet or she tweeted out one day and said, I don't want to be with no nigga that's always playing the game or some shit like that. And I'm like, I'm looking under the comments and shit, and it's like, why y'all just like focus on just playing games? If a nigga just playing the game just to play the game and he playing the game 16 hours a day, that's completely different from a nigga streaming and actually trying to make a lifestyle out of this shit. But either way it goes, they don't see it as a different. They just see it as the nigga playing the game on a TV versus playing on the TV in front of other niggas. Like they don't really get the complexity behind that shit.
Well, I think like the stigma behind it is like they look at it as like that's a childish thing. They're not looking at. I don't think people really look at it like, yo, this nigga can make bread off of it. And even if like the whole, like you said, if a nigga sitting in front of TV 16 hours is a long fucking time. That's fucking crazy. But if I come home from work and I get on the game for 2.5 hours, I'm just getting on the game to relax right quick. Like that's it.
So the way I look at it is, you know what I'm saying, like, because I'm not Darius. Darius, damn, you know what I'm saying, he make a living off this shit. This bro goddamn, he trying to make bread off this. So, you know, for him, I look at that like that's a different responsibility right there, because his end goal is he's gonna bring an income off this, a good income off this.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I do not stream. I do not and I always tell myself I should, but I'm not a streamer on the game. But when I come home, that's my decompressor. I just had a long day at work. Hell, I want to hear that ding from my PS5, ding, TV cut on, and I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to play the game for a little bit, and that's all it is a de-stressor to me.
Hey, that's a fact, bro.
Sure.
So,
Mr.
Let me ask you real quick. So like Darius, they don't know some of the shit that I know. Like I know you do a podcast, like an NBA podcast, or you just started one. I know you also doing a game streaming. You're also doing, you know, content on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and all that shit. And then you got your own like full-time job. Now I know we talked a lot about balancing like just the gaming portion to your relationship, but you're talking about balance. You're talking about 2 careers, a side hustle, plus having to deal with like your own personal life, like your own personal mental. How the fuck do you keep your mental intact while you're having to handle X, Y, and Z, and then turn around and handle LMNOP?
So look, I'm gonna be real transparent with you guys, bro. That shit is hard. Ain't even gonna lie to you. I thought about even giving up one of them things. Like it's at the point where everything bleeds over into each other. I may be at work and I'm on I work in IT for a living. So I'm around a bunch of computers all day. I may be at work doing Twitch shit by editing clips while I'm at work when I'm supposed to be, you know, handling my other responsibilities. And, you know, I come home and I DoorDash too to make some extra bread. So I come home at like 4, try to do DoorDash from like 4 to like 7, try to come back and do some editing or something, or even stream for like maybe 3 or 4 hours. Now it's like 11, 12 o'clock. Now I gotta go back and, you know, try to post clips, because I mean, if you don't post them clips while, you know, you're still fresh on people's mind, hell, they're gonna forget about you quick. You know, you try to post a clip tomorrow, that shit, they don't be forgot that you streamed yesterday. So you gotta post that clip right after. You gotta edit that shit right after. And it's just, I don't know, sometimes I ain't even gonna lie, I be having mental breakdowns sometimes. I'm like, damn, I don't even feel like doing this shit. But then, you know, when you see people actually, you know, fuck with you, and, you know, they coming in and saying how much they support you, it just really makes you want to keep going. So I try to have good time management skills by like writing down stuff. I've even got to the point where I'll be setting alarms, like I'll do this for like an hour, then I'll do this for like 30 minutes. And then when that alarm starts, I just stop and then do my other thing, even if I'm not finished.
How do you like take time for yourself? Like, do you got like a set day? You just be like, yo, this is my day. Like I'm taking my day to myself.
So my official streaming schedule, I try to do Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. So that Monday and Tuesday, really Monday, because on Tuesday I don't have to do anything. That Mondays I be trying to take time for myself, and that's the day I work from home too. So you know how like I don't know if you guys know the stigma working from home. Shit, we don't really be doing shit. It's not that much like you would in the office.
Yeah.
But I try to take that day to decompress, reset. But sometimes I get that, I guess, that ambition coming on. Like, damn, I really need to make these videos so I can have stuff to push out later. So when the time comes, I don't have to be stressing and trying to put out stuff because I already got stuff in the vault.
Yeah. So it really don't even sound like you getting time for yourself though, bro. Like,
not really.
I hit a Monday, but it's like you're working and shit. Like, bro, you're not really getting that time to like really decompose the way you should. Like, you shouldn't have to think about doing anything. Like, you gotta, at some point you gotta make a day, kind of like I figured out how to do. You gotta make a day where you just like call off work, say, look, I just need a day off. It can be a Friday going into the weekend, it can be a Monday, whatever the situation may be. Just get your day, don't stream, don't touch anything, don't touch the computer, just like walk away from everything. And just, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You need a solid day like that, bro.
So I got a question. I got a question for both you, Darius, and SB, because SB, I know you was doing the streaming thing for a minute. While streaming, right? So now y'all streamers or whatever. Does the game still have the same impact on you? Like, is it as fun as it used to be?
No.
Fuck no. I hate
sometimes. So y'all don't like playing the game no more?
No, not really.
No, bro.
No. Only because maybe because I be putting in abnormal number of hours in it. Yeah. And I just don't find it fun anymore. Like that whole PlayStation Premium came out, bro. I thought that shit was gonna be fire.
Man, that shit was ass, boy.
I was telling my boys this. I was like, bro, if I was like 12, 13, 14 and this shit came out, I'll be in heaven. But now, since I kind of barely have any time to play, because most of the time when I'm playing a game, I'm not really playing it for I guess enjoyment. I'm playing it to get some out of it.
For the content.
Yeah. So I'm not. I can't really. I think ever since I just took a month off from streaming and everything, because I had to move and stuff. Ever since I took that month off and I was actually playing the game again and actually sitting here not really worried about content, that's when it was kind of fun. Mm-hmm. And taking that month off shit, that kind of made me not even want to stream as heavy as I wanted to. I was like, damn, man, this shit relaxing. I don't have all these windows on my screens.
Yeah. Man, I follow one streamer. I follow him on Facebook. That's my dog right there. But the way I see what he does, so he streams all across the board. He got Twitch, YouTube, all that stuff. But his main platform is Facebook. And what I've seen what he does is he'll get on the game, and I've seen him, he'll write a status real quick. He'll be like, yo, for the record, I'm not streaming like normal today. Today is going to be like, I really just want to enjoy the game. And I'm going to stream it on Facebook still. But all the extra people that come in and do all the content, I'm cutting all that off. If you're not a supporter, you're not in here. And I've seen him literally go 2 hours, and he's just like, look like he having a time of his life compared to a regular Monday where he in there on the game for 4 hours streaming, and you just like you can see the stress that he has on his shoulders, because he's just like, man, I'm here to get these clips right now. You can tell he's here to get the clips compared to sitting down and playing the game and shit.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna piggyback off what Darius said though. For me, I think I really did kind of fall out of love with gaming. Anybody can attest, like before I started streaming, like if I got on a game, I was actually getting on there for enjoyment. And
boy,
a lot of times, bro, like when you get into that streaming shit and you have to primarily focus your energy into just really like, I guess honing in what the audience want, what they need, what they desire, how you can actually keep them interacted, all that shit put together, and then trying to play a game and trying to keep communication with them back and forth while you're playing that game, bro. It exudes so much of your energy, and it like I'm one of the people who tell you like, I don't want to do anything for the rest of my life that feels like a job, even if it is one. I don't want to have to like stream and then I feel like I'm having to like fight for a community that's not there yet. And even when they do come, I'm still having to fight to keep them around. Like I want to be able to just play a game in front of people and just have fun. Like I want to talk to my boys, say whatever the fuck I want to say without getting canceled because X, Y, and Z got offended. I don't want to have to rely on, having people jump into my stream and then, what I'm saying, they come in there hating and shit and everybody come in there and do like a mass, like mad spam for reporting and saying I'm doing something wrong like Darius did before. Like he's like, I don't want to get reported because even if I'm not saying shit wrong, it just takes you to say one wrong thing to somebody else and now your whole Twitch shut down. I don't want to have to worry about that shit. Yeah. It's too political. It's way too fucking political. But if I can sit down and like if you and Mike decided to get on with me and Darius and some of our other homeboys that we play with, and it just turns into us just playing the fucking game just to have fun, talking shit, what we would normally do on a normal basis off stream or offline. Like, bro, it's so much more fun.
Hold on real quick, hey, Mike, what you do? Transfer to your phone?
Yeah, bro. I don't fucking know.
Hey, turn your phone to the side. So the full screen. There you go.
Yeah.
Continue, bro.
But yeah, man, like it does take a lot of enjoyment away from the game when you actually have to focus so hard in on I guess trying to accomplish a goal for other people as opposed for yourself. Because like if Darius was to tell you right now, like if he can go back and just play games for like a month straight without having to worry about streaming again, I guarantee you he would, and he'll probably play the game 10 times more than he did before. Like I'm not saying he's gonna get on the game 5 to 10 hours a day for the next 30 days, but instead of him playing the game for maybe 2 hours on stream and talking for however long he wants to talk on stream, he'll probably more likely play the game for like 3 or 4 hours because he's like, damn, bro, I'm actually having fun. We beat niggas ass in 2K, we beat niggas ass in Call of Duty. I ain't got no problem. We finna switch over to Fortnite, finna whoop they ass. Then we're gonna go over here, we're gonna play some fucking DBZ. We're gonna do whatever we gotta do just to have fun. And that's what he's gonna do. But like even with me.
So do you do you regret starting the stream? Like, do you miss the fun of it?
I ain't gonna say regret. I ain't gonna lie, I do miss the fun of it. I was just telling myself, like, bro, when I first started streaming, that's when I was having the most fun because there was barely nobody in there. You know, I was probably streaming to like maybe 5 people, 6 people. And we were just on there chilling. Now, when you get like almost 30, 40, 50, 60, I think my highest was like 170 people, and you trying to keep up with everybody. And you know, people these days, they got a short attention span. So if you don't say something to them within like 5 seconds, they gone.
Oh, they out of there.
They leave.
Drop out, get your GD.
So I was just looking back on my past clips like last year. I was like, damn, all the nostalgia rush. I was like, damn, I was really having fun. Now that I'm trying to have a more business mindset, like this shit is just work.
Yeah, I literally just had a conversation with him. I think it was a couple of days ago when we was talking about like the whole dynamic between YouTube and Twitch. That doesn't matter as much as what I'm about to say. So, like, if y'all haven't dropped into his streams, you wouldn't know what personality he actually has outside of this fucking podcast. The nigga's hilarious, bro. And
I believe
he
looked like a funny ass nigga. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He a funny looking ass nigga, but you know.
That's between him and his guy.
All y'all niggas on here funny looking.
Oh, here he go.
You just ugly as hell. So since we gonna go there,
I mean, we take it there.
Hey, but nah, man. So like, so Darius, man, like I watch his streams, and it's like you can almost tell every single time you come in, it's gonna be some shit happening. It don't matter if he talk for 4 hours. It don't matter if he talk for 30 minutes and play like 5 hours worth of game. He gonna have some kind of entertainment. And it's so many bells and whistles all throughout his stream. It's kind of hard not to want to stay in his stream because even if he doesn't respond to you, he got a chat bot. He got the little channel points. He got all kind of shit you can fuck around with. And if you go to another Twitch channel, how many niggas you gonna really see with that same kind of interaction? Even if you can't physically interact with everybody in your stream, who else do you know, even small content creators that have different shit popping up on the screen every time you use some channel points or got music video playing in the middle of what he got going on, interacts in a different way where he's watching videos and shit. Like you don't get that same effort universally. So like people like just take time and respect people who are in content creation because it takes niggas like Darius to actually bust their ass to do shit like this. And they get taken for granted, and they're like fucking diamonds in a rut.
Yeah, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, all them bells and whistles shit. I get hate for that shit, like
because they can't do it.
And it'd be like, and it'd be some type of hate, like damn, cause it'd be other people who are, I guess, bigger than me. And they were like, oh, you got all that shit. I got to where I am without needing that shit. And I was like, okay, that's cool. Everybody, path different. Yeah. That's cool, but there'll be the same people in my inbox. Hey, bro, can you teach me how to add this stuff. I'm like, bro, I literally, I thought you said that, you didn't need all that. Now you're in my inbox trying to figure out how I did it, you know? So
they hate you out loud, but love you behind the door, man.
Yeah. And then it'd be people like, they'll say, yeah, I even got one comment before. I guess this was probably before I start having like a little bit of breakthrough. They were saying that you have all these bells and whistles, but you can't retain viewers. And that shit really fucked with me because it'd be like, damn, so do I need to like take some of this stuff out? Maybe it's too much.
I remember you talking about that too.
Shit like that.
So it's crazy because like I said, I'm not a streamer, so I don't know. I can't wear your exact shoes, but I could say being somebody who's TikTok. You said what?
This shit pissing me off.
Better be pissed off than pissed on. Ask R. Kelly victims.
We gonna get canceled.
But like I was saying, I make I make TikToks or whatever, and SB's known me for a long ass time. So SB's known I've made videos for years. You know what I mean? For years on years. Since I was in college, I've been doing this shit. And it's like once you start getting that clout for it, once you start getting the shit just is not fun no more. Like I remember when I first started making TikToks, bro, I remember motherfuckers calling me, SB being one of them, calling me, bro, I seen you on that shit, bro. That shit funny as hell. Or people calling me like, bro,
you're not funny.
You just mad because you don't have as many followers as me. So we're gonna leave that there. You mad because I could drop a video right now and get at least 300-400 views, and you still struggling with 20.
That's how you going?
I mean, I'm just saying you ain't have to cut me out.
I'm gonna mind my tax bracket.
But stay in your tax bracket. But nah, it's like, in all honesty, like when I first started making TikToks, bro, I was having the time of my life, bro. I literally sit at the house, pour me up a drink, post my phone, and go crazy. Now I'll be like, I don't even make the videos as much because it's like, I'm like, yo, this shit is so much. It's so much to go into getting thousands and thousands of views and millions of views and getting that shit posted, and then you got to watch what you say because TikTok got so many damn guidelines. You say pussy one time, they gonna damn near cancel you. It's just ridiculous.
We already got the stigma or the stigma of us being black. Like, they ain't really pushing out black people, man. When you open that For You page, who you see with the millions of views, right?
Bruh.
It's a community of people that get looked over, man, and it's sad. I don't know if people paid attention to it, but I just I think I told Darius a day or two ago, but Swag is a content creator I watch, right? And Swag is he albino or is he just black with orange hair?
I thought he was albino.
Is he? Okay, well, he's the only African American male that was the number one African American male on Twitch streaming Warzone. And was the only black person on the list for any category between Warzone, Apex, and Fortnite. He's the only one that gets shine, bro. But there's so many other good creators out there that are like black or other than, whatever color, bro. But like, he's the only one out there. And like, when you get people like Darius, you get people like him, you get people like, what's the other guy who he blew up with all his friends, RDC World. Like, you got people like that. It takes them so long to get themselves out there, bro. And it's like, bro, like you gotta, like they gotta have some kind of algorithm where it's like completely fair universally, as opposed to floating to the top people, because that shit doesn't benefit anybody but the top people.
Yep. So I'll tell you the algorithm that they got is trash. Like I said, I don't know the algorithm for content creating. I mean for streaming. I know I got a kind of a little bit of a chokehold on the algorithm for the for TikTok. And it's so crazy to say that my the one video that I got that has 1.8 million views.
I thought it should hit 2 by now.
It's at 1.8. Once it gets stagnant, once it gets stagnant, TikTok stop pushing it.
Yeah.
But the one that hit 1.8 million, bro, I promise you, Darius, if you go onto my TikTok page, it's one of my damn Clip Jones. I literally did not do nothing in that entire TikTok, bro. I stood there.
Not at all.
I stood there, bro, and I watched that shit. I remember watching that shit for a week straight, watching the numbers just climb like crazy. But then I got if you go into when I first started TikTok, And you go to them videos where I'm acting shit out. Shit funny as hell, bro. I literally had somebody hit my inbox and say he seen my shit hit 1 point at the time. It was like 1.2 million. He was like, bro, it's so crazy. Like, don't get me wrong. This 1.2 million, this video is funny as hell. It deserves 1.2, but all the other shit that you didn't already did, that shit should, if this is sitting at 1.2, the other shit that you did that is genuinely funny, where you changed outfits, you did the whole thing, you sat down and you could tell it took me about an hour or two to make that video. He said that shit should be at 5 million. I was like, I mean, you ain't lying. Like I still to this day, I mean, I occasionally, especially since I ain't been active on TikTok, when I'm really not active on TikTok, I'll go to an old video and I'll repost it. And I watch how different the numbers do from when I originally posted it compared to now. It's that algorithm on TikTok is so trash.
It is, bro.
And TikTok know it. TikTok know it.
This algorithm universally is trash, bro. Because I mean, what website do you know actually has a well thought out algorithm scheme? Other than like shit like Apple Music and shit, where they just randomly giving you music that you might like to hear based off what you heard.
Stuff you might like. I mean, TikTok goes based on what you like to what you like and shit. You know what I'm saying? What video you watch. Like if you watch a video 4 times in a row, TikTok takes that and is like, all right, cool, we're gonna put more videos like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like it's crazy to do that, but like for you to blow up on TikTok, you literally have to get on whatever trend they decide is popping at the moment. Yeah. You got to do that, and then you got to follow up with your own content. Mm-hmm. And that shit. That's why I ain't been TikToking like that, because it's like, bro, like if you go through my notes right now, I got one note set, and it's a long list of ideas and scripts that I wrote to make videos. I just don't do them shits because I don't do them shits because the way TikTok push them shits, I don't see myself putting in all that work. Right. For TikTok to push that to SB's For You page, but not Darius's For You page. Yeah. It just don't make no sense to me. That's why I think what I might end up doing is taking it back to where I used to do it, which is just actually just sitting down, making a video, and then just posting it on like Facebook, and then getting my YouTube popping off and posting it on that shit and going crazy like that. Do a short clip on Facebook and be like, for the full video, go to my YouTube. You know, might try to grab viewers like that or whatever, but. Yeah. The algorithm, like he said, algorithm universally is trash.
So, let's get into some other.
So let's get into this nitty gritty. While we really here, it's time for Mike to piss off all the people at home. Y'all already know where we going with it.
You pissed off people when you looked at the camera. Go ahead.
Oh, you pissed off people when you open your mouth, stinky breath, motherfucker.
I know you ain't talking. I know you ain't talking.
I'm always talking.
Hey, so
I know that shirt's supposed to be white, but it really look yellow.
Oh, bit.
Hey, so I know offline we did talk a little bit about some of the stuff that you did want to talk about, Darius. And one of the questions you posed us was, how do you prepare for kids, or how do you prepare for, I guess, a family? So I guess I'll let the boys start off. I'll go last to kind of get some pointers. And
I'll start off. Go ahead. I'll start off with that one. So one thing I always tell people, I tell people all the time, bro, there's no such thing as a preparation for a kid. None, in my personal opinion, because like, even when you think you're ready, you're not ready. Like, a bunch of stuff changes. Like, you can literally have a girl pregnant, bro, and you think like, all right, let me buy the crib, let me buy the clothes, let me buy the this, let me buy that, let me make sure the nursery set up, all that stuff happens. But then when you hear your babies cry for the first time, you literally gonna think to yourself like, what the hell did I just get myself into?
Real shit.
What did I get myself into? But at the same time, on the back end of that, it's and I say this, we've talked about this on like one of the first episodes that we did. It's a learning process, and you learn literally with kids, you learn something new every single day. Your kids, man, every single day your kids surprise you.
That's fact. What you got, Mike?
You can't prepare for kids. I think reality really sets in, like Jock said, when the baby is born and you hear the first cry, that's when reality really sets in. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then y'all are witnesses. How much shit have we bought before the child, and how much shit do we really use?
Man, You bought, boy, what? I'd have bought the Jordan fits, the Nike fits. I'm talking, my boy had the fresh one booties and stuff. I'm like, yo, my boy finna be fly. That nigga to come out and wear onesies until from birth to like 7 months. And I'm like, yo.
I bought bottles that hold the formula at the top. So I was like, oh yeah, I can go to sleep. He wake up, I can just give it to him. And I still wake up and make bottles, bro. That shit was pointless.
That shit. It's not though, because it's like it is, but it isn't. Because I look at it like if I spin the block right now and I had another one, I would know. I'd be more prepared.
Yeah.
I'd be more inclined to do stuff like okay, because your first one takes you out the game, bro. That first one, because you're so protective over that one, it's like I want to take the baby outside for what? He don't need them, son. He don't need that, son. I don't need him having skin cancer because you want to put him out in the sun. No. The second one, you're like, okay, I was scared of life, and now I'm more prepared.
That nigga say,
hey, but it's real shit. What you got, SB?
So I got a couple points. I had to write them down so I didn't forget none. For one, I completely agree with them. It's nothing you can prepare for. You can't prepare for it mentally, physically, emotionally. It's just something that happens, and honestly, it's gonna be the time where you learn who the fuck you really are. Yep. And I can listen to every person in the world who says like I saved all this money up. I done put aside all my childish ways. I got myself a house. I got myself well established. I'm telling you, mentally and emotionally, a child is not something that you can prepare for. It's never going to be something you can prepare for, because the first time that baby come out and they start kicking and screaming, just like they said, you're going to be like, damn, what I signed up for? Then you're going to realize you got lack of sleep. Now, some nights you'll probably get 2 hours of sleep and you got to go to work with that shit. You got to drive with that shit. You got to figure out how to get your naps, and you got to figure out how to accommodate for the mother. It's so much stuff you got to consider. And now you have to put yourself on the back burner and your own happiness on the back burner, because what sacrifice do I have to make today? You see what I'm saying? And it's not a bad thing. But long term, if I'm thinking now, like if I got to sacrifice A, B, and C, I can get D and E, but everything after I got to kind of play it by ear. Like you just got to do it, because when they turn 2, they start remembering things and retaining things. They become a sponge, and then you have to watch what you say. Then you got to watch what you do. Then you got to figure out how to do the next thing. And like the whole money thing, like bro, you can have 15,000, like 15 racks stacked up in your bank account right now. I guarantee you, by the first year, half that shit gone. By the second year, the other half gone. I've been there, bro. Like I actually had money saved up at one point. Buying cribs, buying formula ahead of time, buying diapers ahead of time, buying clothes ahead of time. It makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. The only thing that really, really makes sense is maybe a box or two of newborn diapers. And that's only because they're going to go through them. But they're going to be out of newborn within like a week or two.
Boy.
Then
but they're going to go through that too. They're going to go in that week or two. They're going to go through that.
That's what I'm saying. And then you're going to be buying all these newborn clothes. Everybody going to be buying you all these newborn shits. And it's like, you got all this newborn shit, but once they turn 3 months, what you got? Now you got to go back to Walmart. You got to go back to Target, because ain't nobody buy you shit. They either buying you newborn shit or they buying you 6 to 12 month shit. Nobody actually buys you that shit. That's that 3 months to 12. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nobody ever gets that shit. Nobody thinks about bottle warmers. Nobody thinks about sheet bed warmers. Nobody thinks about warm blankets. Nobody thinks about the baby medicine if it's necessary, because some people do the natural thing, and nobody thinks about the baby claws and shit, the types of material that you want to use for your child. They just kind of jump into it when the baby gets, and it's like, all right, my hands up, because now we're gonna go get all this natural shit for shampoo, natural soaps, natural baby body wash, natural all this other shit. You can't prepare for that shit, bro. It's just too much.
Dog, with that buying shit before, I'm never gonna do that again. Like, I bought soap, washcloth, like all this shit, like baby stuff, and then just for my son to come out and have eczema, he can't even use that shit.
Yep.
Oh, that should go to work.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you another thing, bro. I hate buying clothes. I do not like buying clothes.
I hate buying clothes.
I personally,
right?
Yes,
they grow too fast.
They grow fast. But see, the thing that people don't understand is, bro, everybody has this issue for some reason with not having Jordans, not having the latest and greatest for your newborn baby who probably gonna wear it once or twice.
Get my boy some Spider-Man drinks from Walmart.
Fuck that. I want somebody to give me hand-me-downs. Don't give me nothing new. Give me fucking hand-me-downs, because that big black trash bag that you finna give me with baby clothes in it got shit from 3 months, all the way up to fucking 18 months. Sometimes that's the shit I want.
That hasn't been, and it's shit that ain't even being used. That it's probably got tags on it still.
Exactly, bro. Like people don't even be using this shit, bro. Like they got all these clothes sitting in the closet. Them kids don't use them, bro, because a lot of those brands are like so many different variations of sizes. Like the shit can say 5T for toddler, but they 5T really fit like a 3T, or it may fit like a 6T. So now you don't know if your kid can actually wear it or not. Like bro, like kids are.
My son got some 5T shorts right now. My son got some 5T shorts right now, and he love them, right? But I look at him every time he put them on, like, bro, why you put them young ass shorts on? But then he spin the block and throw on some other 5T shorts, and I'll be like, damn, bro, them shorts look hell on you. I get what you're saying on that one.
Yeah, bro, like it's just no real way to like keep up with that shit, bro. Like as much as anybody wants to say, like, yeah, I prepared mentally, yeah, I know what I'm gonna be in for, yeah, I know I'm gonna lose sleep, I'm already prepared for it. Bro, you mentally you can't prepare for that shit, bro. There's nothing you can say or do like to really prepare for that shit. Honestly,
there's no preparation for it. But what I will say with that one though, sorry to cut you off.
No, good,
I will say with that one is like, yes, there's no mental preparation for it, but having it,
You choppy. Your shit was like skipping on my.
That nigga on 15 frames per second.
So what?
And they got 15 FPS using that Cox Wi-Fi and shit.
There you go. Your shit, man. Y'all gonna talking that shit. But no, I was gonna say, with that though, a child, in all seriousness, a child. So you'll try to get yourself prepared mentally, physically, emotionally, all that, and you'll grow up a lot. You'll see yourself as another man in a split second. But then when your child gets older, your child shows you how childish you really are.
Yep.
In all honesty, like now you sitting over here tired from work or whatever, and your child come up talk about something they want to play tag, and you're like, "No, I don't want to." But then you say tag, you're it. Now you run around the house looking like a damn fool.
Mm-hmm.
Tired as a bitch.
Hey,
so in the bitch, but you having fun. You having fun with your son, bro. Like I literally won, and I made SB do it, and Mike started doing it. My brother and his family started doing it, bro. I started buying Nerf guns. I started buying gel blasters. We in this motherfucker at war.
Yep.
Yeah,
for real, bro. You just got to know how to do it, bro. And niggas don't even know Jock single father, bro. And for a while, I was too. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of swapped back out so my son can have better education, but. You know what I'm saying? The shit in itself for like single mothers, me and Jock have an undying respect for them, of course, on a different level. You know, everybody has a respect for single mothers, of course, but for someone like Mike who's actually with their child's mother, or for somebody who's like, I know, Mike, we ain't gonna discuss that. But
hey, hold on, you see the look I gave you, Mike?
this nigga's
But like even for people who I ain't even for the touch on it, fuck it. But for you know, other people who like just have those like dual parent households, like yeah, they got respect for single parents, but they don't really know what it's like to be a single mother. But for single fathers who's actually had to be put into their shoes, the standard is they think we would fold. We wouldn't fold because me and Jock's a prime example of people who were able to do it. Even in our hardest times, we found a way to make it work. But I think the real important part is a child is either going to make you grow or show. And the growing part is, for me, like when I had my son, I was forced to grow. Like I wasn't ready for a child, bro. I wasn't mentally prepared. Like I was still trying to go to the gym 4 hours out of the day. I wasn't trying to work 3 jobs. I wasn't trying to, you know what I'm saying, do all this extra shit that I was doing. But I know I had a responsibility. So it's like, how do I make my responsibility my priority in this very moment? How do I fix my situation right now? I know I'm gonna have to sacrifice something, but what do I really have to sacrifice? So I sacrificed some shit. Second time around, I fucked up because I thought I could be a child and try to figure out how to balance it the right way. You know what I mean? But when I say it can make you show, like, bro, you got men out here, and I wholeheartedly am going to say this out loud. I don't give a fuck if you're a mother or a father. If you walk out of your child's life, you're a bitch. And I mean that shit. I don't care. I don't care if you're a man or a female. You're a bitch if you walk out of your child's life. If you find it in yourself to procreate with somebody and you can't stick around with that child, and even if you can't give them the fucking world, at least try to give them something. At least show face. At least make them understand and know who you are. At least show them that you're actually trying to be proactive and not just present. you're a bitch, bro. Like you can't be the person that you were at 15 to 22, and then by the time you get to 40, you want to come back in your child's life and say, "Look, I'm sorry, I didn't do what I need to do." By that time, it's already too late. They already have their resentment. They already found somebody else to call a father or a mother. They already got everything else they need. They don't need you anymore. So I know the quote stands, but I want y'all to remember that one line: either a child's going to make you grow, or it's going to make you show. That's it.
I agree with some of it, SB, but you already know me. You don't ever see eye to eye every time.
Yeah, what it is, bro.
That's what makes us better anyway. But fuck it. I'm not gonna say even if somebody come back later on.
I'm not saying don't give them a chance. I'm just saying like you can't expect them to just be welcoming you back with open arms.
No, definitely. You definitely can't.
Absolutely.
You can't expect the motherfucker just to be like, "Oh, you're finally here." Nah. That's not how that works. But I'm going to say I respect the truth more than you bullshit with me.
Yep.
So if you come back and you be like, I ain't have shit. I couldn't give you shit. So what? Like, why was it going to bring you down with me? I completely respect it.
That's different. That's different.
You telling me like I didn't have shit to give you. Like I was fucked up.
Yeah.
I get it. But if you come back at 40 and be like, oh, well, me and your mom didn't get along. What y'all, like, and this go for everybody, bro. What the fuck parents go through does not affect your fucking child.
Yep. Your child not even supposed to see that issue.
Your child not supposed to be affected at fucking all, bro. And I hate that it even happens, but your child should not be affected. Yep. Male, female, blue, green, white, whatever the fuck y'all want to call yourself. Whatever you and the mother go through, or you and the father go through, your child is not affected by that.
They shouldn't see it. They should not see that shit.
They shouldn't see it, but they're going to. They're going to be affected.
Like, I get it. I get like some things you just can't avoid. Like if I'm dropping him off and she picking him up, and the child just know that we're not together. I get that. But as far as like arguing, you shouldn't even be arguing in front of your child. Mm-hmm. To me, I feel
parents should definitely not beef in front of the child at all.
Yeah. Because then I feel like you make a child pick sides.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What kind of questions you got for us, Darius? I'm pretty sure you want to know some.
Well, I did want to, I guess, make a statement because I know the way I grew up when I was a child, I used to have a lot of resentment from my dad, and only because I know. I guess my mom used to, implant that stuff in my head because my dad he went to prison when I was born, so I didn't meet him till I was like maybe 16 or 17. So all my life I was always wondering like, oh, why are we going without? Why I don't have nice stuff? Why we don't have the best living conditions? And I used to always blame my dad. But then when I got out and actually talked to the man and actually got to know, I was like, this dude not so bad after all. He's just like bad decisions. Like, yeah. So and I was like, damn, mom. I guess I guess the circumstances that they had. I guess I could see why she was just so mad at him and why she was so hateful of him. I was like, after he got out, I was like, let's go to dinner. Let's do stuff. Let's do something. Cause I saw a tweet that really stuck with me the other day. I'm like, dang, some people really grow up not seeing their parents hug at all. Mm-hmm. I was like, dang, I ain't never seen that shit.
That's some crazy shit.
That's some pressure.
Yeah, I'm about to say I've never seen my parents hug.
That's some pressure. And I think I can kind of feed off what you said there. So like my situation is a little unique, I guess. My father chose not to be around. He chose to be around my other siblings, and I was the child he never wanted to claim. You know what I mean? So I never took it to heart. But
go jump. You want to go jumping?
I already got my beef and pressure with him. It is what it is. But yeah, so like I like the fact that what I'm saying, you guys can be open minded to rekindling relationships with your father or stepfather, whatever the situation may be. But we also got to understand there are other situations, because with me, my mother never said anything in front of me, but I know she was abused. I know she was hit. again, I'm sorry for putting airing this kind of shit out on of course the internet, but I know what my mother's been through, but my mother never exposed me to it, so I never physically seen it, but I knew what the issue was. I also knew that the one thing my mother never did was ever say anything negative about my father. If there was anything or any questions I had about my father, she would always say, "You need to talk to your father about it." She never said anything negative. She never bashed him. As much as a terrible nigga he is, she never said anything bad about him, even to this day. Like, she'll come to me and say, "Look, you grown. I just want to let you know, Lorenzo want to see your son." I'm going to tell her straight up. Don't fucking tell him he going to see shit, because if it's up to me, he ain't going to never see him. But that's because the relationship that I have with him is not what Jock has with his, Mike has with his, or you have with yours. There is like, my situation is, I got to deal with a motherfucker for the rest of my life who don't even know how not to call his kids bitches, who not to call his kids hoes, bitch ass niggas, and all this other shit. I'm not putting my kids around that shit, because I know at the end of the day, I'm going to be ready to squabble, and I don't give a fuck about stumping him into the grave. But that's not a product of my mom inviting that kind of that information into me. That's just me figuring it out for myself. You know what I mean? So it's all about presentation. That's why it goes back to the line I said before. Either a child's gonna make you grow or show. Like, it's just what it is. And you talking about a man who's, I think, between us three, me, and then 2 other young kids that we just found out in the last couple of years, it's 6 of us.
Shit.
How many? And then I got a half brother with my actual mom who has a different father. But between all of my siblings who actually have the same father, it's 6 of us. He has a 12-year-old and an 8-year-old. He's 50 something.
Pull-out game was sweet.
but my thing is, like, bro, he got a terrible pull-out game, but he also got a terrible show-up game, because the nigga ain't did shit for none of his kids, or at least as far as I know, he ain't did shit. You see what I'm saying? And he still ain't tried. Nigga came in the money. Did he try to throw some money my way for the grandkids? Nah. Did he throw some money somewhere else? Probably. But it's not my business. He only talked to 1 child out of the 6 of us. So, I mean, it's all circumstantial. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't finna sit up here and hold no grudge animosity towards him, but I know if I ever see him, bro, is keep my distance, or I know some shit gonna pop off, and not by way of me. But again, if y'all gonna have kids, if y'all gonna put yourself in that situation, make sure that your kids understand what they're getting into. Don't feed them bullshit. Don't feed them lies, and don't get them involved in grown folk business. And I don't give a fuck if your child is 27, 28 years old. That's still grown folks' business when it comes to the 2 parents, because the 2 parents are up here, the kids are down here. At the end of the day, y'all always the fucking children of the parents. If the parents have any issues that they need to resolve, they need to either talk to each other before going to the child, or everybody talking to kumbaya motherfucking circle, and y'all get that shit handled out. But everybody need to tell the truth. Everybody ain't got that in them, though. People hide from the fucking truth. So,
people hide from the truth because they don't want to approach that shit.
Hey, I ain't that type of nigga, bro. If my kids want to know some shit, I'm gonna tell them straight up. Truth do hurt.
Oh, I tell my son everything. I told her, it's like I said this on the podcast before. I tell my son everything, almost. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't
hey, excuse me, Mr. Bumblebee.
Conversations about his mom.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, bro. If this nigga, if you don't stop using 7-Eleven Wi-Fi, bro, I'm not doing the podcast.
Get your ass on the podcast. What you mean?
he can't even rebuttal without that shit go.
Hey, so look, hey, let's go and drop into this last topic before we end the podcast, man. Because honestly, y'all, this gonna be a part 2, man. Because
I would say that topic gonna be long as a bitch. Because I'm talking my shit.
Yeah, because I'm telling y'all now, bro. Darius got some words. I've heard him talk before, and I need y'all to tune in next week for the same episode, man. But the last topic I got here is about the leader or man of the house. Darius actually asked this question too. He wanted to know why women don't necessarily give men opportunity or room for improvement or room to actually be the man of the house. How do y'all feel about that?
I'll go last.
I guess I'm going after you, Jock.
Go first.
I go first?
Hold on.
All right, so
ask the question again.
So the question was, why do we feel like women don't give men the room for improvement or the room to actually be the man of the house? And in his context, I remember Darius saying, he said something about how like women will ask you to do the dishes or some shit, and then if you don't do it right then and there, they just jump straight on it, and then it's like, damn, yo, if I told you I was gonna do it, why not just let me do it? And that's the simple shit. And I don't think a lot of women understand that small inkling right there really tells the whole story, because it's almost like controlling. Even though you want a man of the house, you still want to have some kind of level of independency, and you want to ignore the fact that there's actually a man in the house who's willing to do something, but because you want it done a certain way or you want it done at a certain time, it kind of changed the parameters of what actually shows as the leader of the household. So now the leader of the household definition is actually being kind of like taken away, and it's kind of being like separated into like 3 different categories when it should just be one category. The leader of the house is simply supposed to be the leader of the house. You can't ask for a leader of the house and then try to dictate everything that's going on and then undermine anything that the man actually wants. And I think that's where the question actually lies. And Mama Donna, you're definitely right. Every situation is different, and it's definitely contingent upon each individual relationship. But for the most part, I think generally speaking, it is kind of the same bat in the same field. You know, like we all deal with the fact that we all have at some point a woman in our life that says like, I need you to do something, or I'm asking you to do something. And it's like, once they ask us, if it's not done within the first 10 minutes, or if it's not done within the first day, even if we know we have other stuff to be done, if it goes done, they're going to do it. And then they're going to turn around and be mad at us because we didn't do it when they wanted us to. Because it's not really a question about, can you do it for me? It's, can you do it right now so I don't have to? Otherwise, I'm going to be pissed off. But y'all don't really word it that way. It's, can you go cut the grass for me? All right, babe, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Then next thing you know, I see you outside cutting the grass because it wasn't done fast enough. Like that's what we're getting at, and it's always the same thing. You can't say that we give you guys room to be the man of the household and then you do shit like that, because it's very contradictory. And then you're stripping away, because what if we were already doing something because you asked us to build a shed the day before and it's a week-long project, but now you want me to stop doing that because you want me to cut the grass real quick, when if I get done with this shed, building this shed, which only got 3 or 4 planks to put on and you know what I'm saying, nail in or bolt in, that's the last thing I got to do. But meanwhile, you decide you want to cut the grass around the boards that I got to do. And now there's a patch of grass right there because you wanted to be pissed off at the world and cut the grass, but you wanted to skip that one part. Just say, nah, you can go back to it later on. It defeats the purpose of being a man in the house.
Yeah. And also,
I'm gonna tell you right now, if somebody do that to me, we argue. That's a fight in itself. Hey. Like, you gonna, all right, so you cut the grass and you gonna leave that one patch and tell me to get back to it later? Hey, all right.
Yeah, man, you might want to shoot yourself in the foot.
Right, it's like you know, you try to be the leader, but then you have somebody who don't want to follow, and it's like you be like, okay, yeah, you want me to be the leader? All right, I'll make the decision. Let's go right. Yeah, I don't want to go right. I want to go left. I'm like, I thought you wanted me to lead. I think that we should go right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So let me say this, because I see the comment. Mama Donna, I'm gonna tell you now.
Mama Donna on her shit.
Hey, look, check this out, right? So this is the only thing I want to say, and it's going to give you a reason to I guess it's going to give you more of a reason to want to understand our perspective. We're all under the age of 30, and it's not to say that you're old by any shot, because you're still young and beautiful at that. So please don't get upset or defend it. So no disrespect, bro, but the main thing is. The generational aspect is, your generation is more along the lines of, I want to communicate, I want to talk, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to make sure that we're here together. The new generation, the younger females who are under 30, there's this new version of modern woman. There's this new version of independency that is not the same as the definition that y'all had a couple of years ago. It's not. These women are basically trying to dictate and run shit. They don't want a man to actually be on the same level. They either want a motherfucker that has it already and just wants to take away and have their life financed through the man, or they want to control shit if they know that they're the breadwinner. It's no in between. There's no such thing as a partnership anymore, and that's why relationships don't last anymore. If there's no partnership, that means there's no communication. There's no accountability. There's no responsibility. There's just literally a dictatorship. There's a woman in the house saying that I want a man to lead, and then complain every time the man decides to do something that she wants to do as opposed to what he needs to do, because he knows at the end of the day, his version of whatever needs to be done is not going to ever be good enough. Communication is always going to be a good thing to rely on, but you have to have a two-sided party willing to communicate, not a one-sided party.
You know how folks communicate these days? Do social media.
Exactly. They don't. Man, I'm telling you, I don't been in so many relationships where I don't been with females and oh, we got an argument. Instead of wanting to talk to me face to face, you want to wait till you get home and send me a 3-hour long paragraph in the text message. I'm not reading that shit.
Bro.
Oh, John gotta go.
What you talking about? Oh, for the topic. Oh, I got sidetracked. For the topic.
Silly, once I start, I don't need don't need to interrupt me.
It's kind of that's a great area for me because I am, you know what I'm saying, in my own house by myself with just me and my son. So I am the leader of this house. And then in my the last time I did live with a woman, I was the leader of that house. But I did everything in the house. I did the dishes, cooking, the cleaning, the taking out the trash, and paying the bills. It's kind of it's a weird situation for me, but like my mama said, communication does go through all generations. However, like I just pointed out, and these newer generation women, they communicate through social media, and that shit that don't sit well with me. Like my old lady now, we don't take none of our problems to social media at all. We gonna talk it out as adults because she know I don't do that social media talk. Like social media to me is a place where I have fun. All my platforms, y'all too, SB, y'all follow me on all platforms, and you know when I post stuff on there, I'm having fun. I don't care what's going on. So I'll do the communication through the social media, John. But that's the way to be the leader is to communicate. You got to communicate with your old lady. You got to communicate with your old lady or whatever, and let her know like, hey, I'm the man of this house. So as the man of this house, this is how I'm gonna run this household. Now, of course, with her, you know, she's also the woman of the house. You know, you the king, she the queen. Every good king has a queen behind him. So, you know, with the queen, when the queen speaks, if the queen wants something done, obviously you gotta, you know, but at the same time, like you said, if I can't do it right now, then I'm not gonna do it right now. Like you said, if I'm building the shed, I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing to cut the grass. You wanted the shed first. The grass gonna get done. We got to be able to communicate and understand when we're gonna get into that time frame.
Yeah. So yeah, I think the video played. So just to read a comment real quick, Kiara said maybe the fault this fault of woman because we think if my spouse needs or wants something, it needs to get done immediately because if basically what she said in a nutshell is basically what women do is they get shit done right when a man asks, but I guess they respect the same urgency when they ask for something. But I think the real matter of it is just to kind of like point that back out to you, Kiara, before we go to Mike's comment, is mainly there is urgency there, but you also have to understand that a lot of times we're asked to do so much, and it's kind of like it's unspoken asking for us to do so many things, and it kind of gets thrown on the table because you may have forgotten that you just asked me to wash the dishes, but then you want me to turn around and sweep, mop, and do clean the bathtubs and stuff, and it's like you want that done right now, and it's like I know that needs to be done, but if I'm almost done with the dishes, let me finish the dishes real quick before you start throwing other tasks. And I think that's what we're really trying to get across to everybody because that's what the focus of the issue is. We don't mind doing things. Like if we're not doing things and we just sit on the sofa, by all means, ask us to do something. We got you. But that's a universal man thing. But like if we're all in the process of doing something at that moment and you ask us to do something, I can't be like, let me write my thesis statement and my write down all my shit down that I need to do for college work, and then you say, hey babe, I need you to take out the trash real quick and I need you to run to the store and get some baby diapers real quick. Oh, Fent, my assignment's due in the next 15 minutes, but I got you. Let me drop my pen. Let me run to the store real quick for you to get these diapers. It can't work. That's what we're trying to say. So I'm gonna let you go ahead, Mike.
So I want to address because Mama Danya said communication and SB said that this generation of women don't listen, right? It's not that they don't listen. That's not even like I feel like one, this generation of women goes to social media and they say they want this shit to be like back in the day when the nigga took care of everything and the woman, you know what I'm saying? Like the nigga took care of everything. One, women nowadays can't even fucking cook no more.
Say that.
They don't clean up.
Hey, whoa.
To your man.
Hey, ain't gonna say all of them can't cook. There's like that can cook. They just choose not to.
Mine can't. My old, she throw that.
I said some of them can't cook no more. They don't clean up, and they don't shut the fuck up and listen to their man.
Yeah, I do agree with the showing interest.
Another thing, if you want shit to be like it was back in the day, do your research for real, and remember that back in the day, niggas was fucking whoever they wanted because they took care of the household. They come, look at the babies, go out and do their motherfucking thing. And they slap the shit out your ass, you got a line. So
we're going with this.
I don't think
I want to kind of know too.
Nah, where you going with this, my boy?
I was just jumping on his topic. He was talking about like the woman out there. Like I really want people to realize, like, when you get on social media and you say something, I think you really need to read it and research it before you say it.
Yeah. Fact.
Now,
hey, by the way, love you, Mama D.
About the actual topic. Love you, Mama D. About the actual topic, though, like, for real, like, bro, women have this thing now, like SB says, independence. Like, they want a nigga, but then they want to be the man of their household.
Yeah, it's a change of narrative.
Yeah,
like that's not how that works. And some people, I know it's an argument. People do, oh well, you do half the bills, I do half the bills, or the man takes the full bills, or woman takes full bills. However y'all do in your household. I've recently figured out myself that my next relationship, I'm doing all the bills. Reason I say that is because when I come home, I want dinner. When I come home, my house should be clean. So I feel like to really be the man of your house, you do have to pay either more or all of the bills, because
we about to get canceled.
It's nothing that can be said. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean, and I know we about to get canceled.
Yep.
It's nothing that can be said. Like when I really like. I don't know if y'all know, and I'm gonna shout this person out, and y'all gonna hate me because it's another podcast. But yo, go check out the Lions Den.
Boy, fuck you. Boy, fuck you. Ain't no free advertisement.
Nice plan, man. Not for real though. Like, I really hate the fact that motherfuckers like act like, oh, I'm in a relationship with this dude, but I'm gonna be the man of the house. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. I feel like women need to stop with the it's a mentality. That's what I'm saying. It's a mentality. It's a mentality that's provided by social media, because social media tells women, "Girl, you don't need no nigga to do what you want to do."
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
You don't need no man. So now women looking at like, I don't need you, nigga. You can leave. And then again, yeah, it is communication, because you can't ask me to cut the grass, build the shed, fucking work on the car, wash the car, and grab the baby all in the span of 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
How does it work?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of things that go into it. It's also another thing, like, people got to realize that when you get into this, you're a team. So that outside social shit, like Jock said, like they don't take nothing to social media. That outside social shit gotta stop. You don't listen to nobody outside of you. Because ain't nobody outside of you gonna come into this house and deal with the fuck what we deal with every fucking day.
With that, I can't. I want to let you go, but I can't, because that's gonna go in another topic we got to say. So, we got to say it out because we got to have Darius back, man. So, before we start chopping it up and closing it out, man, Darius, is there anything you want to say before we start getting ready to close down?
Let's see. I had a thought about the whole what Mike said. But yeah, definitely I wanted to piggyback and say that a lot of, or not even a lot, but some women, they don't really cook and clean, but they live off that Cardi B statement, man. They cook, they don't cook and clean, but they still got the ring, and they think that a lot of men gonna feed into that when it's really the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
Like unless see what I thought about it was if you like a nigga with I don't know 30 M's sitting in the bank, I'm pretty sure you probably wouldn't really care if a woman cooking and clean or not because you just hire somebody to do that shit. But the thing is, a lot of niggas don't have 30 M's. We regular citizens. So it's like
my thing is, if you the nigga making 30 M's and your girl ain't in your tax bracket, bro, you in the wrong business. I don't care what nobody say.
Stay in your tax bracket.
That's true.
Stay in your tax bracket. If she can't buy a Birkin or a Chanel purse by herself, leave her alone because most of them are just there for that very reason.
30 M's.
Now, if you got somebody who can grind their shit up and do that shit, then so be it. Or if you see value in that person, so be it. But there's a lot out here that really just look for materialistic shit behind niggas with money. So I'm just letting y'all know to keep your eyes open.
I like how you rephrase that into that because I was about to say, you got people like LeBron who's been with his high school sweetheart.
Hey, Savannah, different story, bro. Savannah, different story. I would marry Savannah.
When he was broke.
Yeah.
She deserved her 50 mil.
Hey, Savannah deserve anything she want. Let me just say that.
Hey, this was fun, bro. This was it's always fun when I'm with my niggas. Even though y'all ugly as a bitch, his forehead big as a motherfucker. SB, your forehead shiny as a motherfucker. But we ain't gonna talk about all that. You said what?
It's called baby oil. And ain't somebody one in the bottle.
Hey, spoiler alert. That's Mike's real. He got a toupee.
What you said?
Spoiler alert. You ain't got no real hair. You got a toupee.
Oh shit!
This will never be a toupee, nigga.
Hey, but shit. With that man, it's a phenomenal podcast with Darius, man. We do got a part 2 coming.
We got for part 2 too, Darius.
We got some more in depth topics we want to go into with Darius. Kind of choke his mind up a little bit, see where he at mentally.
That part I'm gonna have his man score on my background.
Whoa. Is there a pause? Yeah, man. So normal thing.
That's a pause.
Hey, it's between you and your God. Hey, so I'm gonna let Jock gonna say his final words. Hit Mike, hit Darius, then we go back to me and we gonna close it out, man. So go ahead, Jock, pop it off.
First and foremost, big shout out to you, Darius. I appreciate you popping up on this podcast with us. As normal, this podcast is not possible without the likes of SB and Mike. I appreciate y'all hopping on this podcast. Every week dedicating at least an hour and some change of your time to get the shit popping. I did a real big shout out to the supporters that we got. All those comments I seen in there. It's definitely not possible without y'all, man.
For sure. What you got, Mike?
Hey, I want to give a shout out to everybody that commented before. Like he said, it's not possible without my two brothers right here, man. I know I talk shit to them the whole podcast. I talk shit to them every day. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, better not nobody come in this motherfucker and talk shit to him. So that's how we going with that. Darius, bro, I appreciate you for coming. We love having you today. We can't wait to come back with the part 2. Y'all already know all my social media platforms. I ain't about to keep saying that shit. If you don't know by now, you ain't gonna get it.
Yep,
your God, Mike out.
What you got, Darius?
I just want to say I appreciate y'all for having me, man. Y'all are some very intelligent brothers, man. Y'all definitely got a lot of experience from life that I want to learn from. And I also just want to say that this podcast is lit, man. I promoted it to all my peoples and stuff, and they really they watched some old episodes. They was really fucking with it, man. And I really
definitely appreciate that support.
What everything y'all got going on, man. Like I could definitely see this shit going viral. Y'all getting millions of views on TikTok because of what somebody said, man. I can't wait to see that shit, man.
Sure, man. Hey, I definitely appreciate you calling us brilliant, man. I would like to say likewise firsthand, man. You're definitely brilliant guy yourself, man. And go get him, man. But Throw your social media tags. Throw your information out there, man. I know I put it in bio. You can let them know what it is too.
Yeah, man. All my social media is all the same. It's PowerrPack, PowerrPack. I stream on Twitch most of the time. Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Wednesdays at 6, Fridays at 6, and Sundays at like 12. But today I'm probably gonna start a little bit later, and all of that is Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah.
Facts. If y'all want to get his Twitch link, it's gonna be down in the bio. But for me, man, y'all know me, Justice SB, whatever y'all want to call me. But with that, man, I definitely appreciate everybody stopping by. I appreciate a phenomenal episode from my I want to say co-host, man. That shit kind of lit, man. But our special guest Darius. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So Darius came through with the shits, man. He gave some really good information on gaming and how do you separate gaming from personal life and everything. So if y'all didn't drop by early into the stream, make sure y'all go back to the beginning and you know what I'm saying, get the real facts, get the details behind it. But with that, man, again, thank y'all for coming in. Follow us on all social media, the GC Podcast. We'll have the audio drop tomorrow by 2 p.m. every Monday. With that, man, thank y'all.